Well, today we're here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Now, Lawrenceville has had a storied history and is a pivotal part of Gwinnett County. But today I'm going to share with you a story, and it's the story that comes in the form of a bakery that is near and dear to my heart. And in a moment, you're going to meet the owners, but more than that, you are going to hear their story of bringing this place to life. And frankly, my guess is it's going to move you to action. So today we're here at Special Needs Bakery and Treats. Man, one of my favorites. So with that, my name is Mark McMinn, and this is Red Barn Atlanta. So today we are here at the location off of Scenic Highway. Now, the story did not begin here. It actually began just down the road there on the Lawrenceville Square, which you've probably had dinner, maybe even a cup of coffee. But my desire is that you ultimately land over here, because together, I want you to see this, okay? These cupcakes are straight from heaven. Like if you read in the Bible and manna from heaven, like this is what the manna from heaven looked like, okay? Like we have bacon cupcakes. And then I go over here, you see all the cakes, you see all the cheesecake. We get into cake pops and so much more. But one of my favorite things here that I probably have an addiction problem with is this thing called chalkhorn. So Timpa, she's one of our owners, and before I send you back to hang with her and we get to know their story, frankly, it's about lunchtime for me, and lunch is gonna be chalkhorn today. So she's hooking me up. So with that, I'm gonna send you guys to the back. I'm gonna have a snack. I'll catch you in a minute. So here we are. We're behind the scenes, if you will. Like this is where all the magic happens. But before we jump into that, you may see this orange line kind of covering the floor. And there's a story behind that, and I want you to hear it. So Timpa, what's the story?
Okay. So you talked about this is not where we always were. We were on the Lawrenceville Square,
right? And
we had 1,800 square feet over there. But our kitchen, which is represented by the orange tape on the floor, was 300 square feet. Wow. What you are standing in now is 2,600 square feet. It is unbelievable. What God has given us here is unbelievable. That we have space to move around, to walk around. We can have our wheelchairs, we can have our walkers, because before, with a 300 square foot kitchen, they had to be in the hallway. We couldn't even get them in where everybody else was working. So this makes it to where they can be in here with us, and it's amazing. We employ special needs adults, and our goal is to hit them once they age out of county programs, which is 22. And we have, wheelchairs, we have walkers, we have autism, we have Down syndrome, we have Fragile X, we have non-diagnosed, so it's everybody. Everybody gets to decorate a cake on one of the days that they come in. Over here we have a station where people can do stickering. For our cupcake liners, they have to have stickers. They might sticker boxes there. Our plastic containers get stickers on them. In this area over here, Cody and Courtney are working on those cupcakes. Leah is back working on a product that is our chalkhorn, so top secret back there. But
top secret, okay? Like you can't have it, don't ask. But come here and get some.
Yeah, come get some all you want. I'm just not going to tell you how we make it. This is a walk-in oven, rotating oven, and we had a phone call from a gentleman who had done some work for us, and he said, I'm working on another project. We have a damaged oven that we cannot use, and they want to donate it somewhere. Would you like this oven? And I'm like, yeah.
What these things behind me allow is for more people who otherwise would not be able to come and find a place of not only work, but more so connection. Connection where they can be involved, where they can feel a certain way about themselves and have the dignity that they deserve.
Our tagline is everyone needs to be needed. That's up there above our wall in the front area, because you have to be able to wake up every morning and know that you have a place to go, or you have something to do that gives meaning and purpose.
I want us to connect with your husband because you guys have a story that frankly I find really, really powerful. And I want our friends here to hear it. So let's take a walk back toward the office section, go see him and say, hey.
All right.
Cool.
So we got married at 17, had our first child at 18, and then 5 years later, we were blessed with a child that, Bradley, who has special needs. At the time, we didn't think it was a blessing, did we? But it was a blessing in disguise. God's always working. And he had special needs. He was born with Fragile X syndrome. At the age of 22, here in the Gwinnett County school system, and probably in most school systems around the country, there's nothing more that's county supported, so there's no more extended school and things like that. So at the age of 22, he was aging out, and at some point after we moved here, I got involved with a baseball program. All of the parents had the same...
208 families,
yeah,
all with the same issue. What are we going to do when our kids reach that age?
Exactly.
I saw an interview, and I think it was Oprah, but I cannot remember because I can't find the interview. But she was interviewing a mom who used to donate money to a local food cooperative where, you know, because she wanted to give back. Well, then she found herself in this homeless shelter and this food co-op needing services because she got divorced, she lost her job. And the interviewer found out that it was the little boy's birthday. And she said, well, what do you want for your birthday? And, you know, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh, he's going to say an Xbox, a bike, or something. He says,
I would.
All I want is a birthday cake. That's all I want is a birthday cake. And I'm like, I can do that.
That's where the nonprofit vision came into focus. We thought, well, shoot, that could be nonprofit, so that's how we could get the assistance by philanthropic folks and funding to help do the programs. And we got to talking more about, and it doesn't just need to be Bradley, because remember all those families we talked to? All those guys and gals are in the same situation. And we started in a small place over on Lawrenceville Square. Almost 8 years later, we're now in this huge 12,000 square foot facility.
Yeah, that's amazing. When you look back, it's absolutely amazing.
It's been an amazing story about being able to do more. Our wait list as of today is only at 131. I know I say only, but it was 225. So we're doing what we can. We've got 42 people working here. We don't just go through the list and find some high functioning where we have a need. What we do is we call the first person, bring them in, look and see what the ability is, not the disability, and we find a job.
And then when you can hand them that first paycheck, and we have done that with several, that it's the first paycheck that they have ever gotten. And that is a big, big deal.
Some don't work out. You might say, well, if your list was 225, now you're at 131, how come you don't have so many more employees? Some people have moved, some people have other jobs, some people are no longer interested, and unfortunately some have passed away. But
that's heartbreaking.
It's been amazing, and we do for one what we wish we could do for all. The bigger dream and vision, if it's God's will, is that this will be production and training. And then we'll open little storefronts like we started with in the city centers around us.
If you can give $1 a month, we have almost 18,000 followers on Facebook. If every one of those person gave $1 a month, that's $18,000 a month. That's so impactful.
So I had planned on eating like 4 or 5 pieces of this. And don't laugh at me. I can see you laughing at me. I'm like 20, 25 pieces deep into this bag, and I'm well on my way to finishing this within 5 minutes, okay? This is an addicting thing, just fair warning for all of you watching. But I told you, okay? Like I told you, this place had a story. And so it's more than cakes. It's more than square cupcakes and chicken salad and brownies. It's more than the stuff that you see here at the bakery. It is a story that frankly is quite literally changing families, changing lives every single day, day in, day out. And while they were a little bit soft in asking you to connect, I want to be a little firm. I want to look at you and tell you that Starbucks money once a week, what if maybe 5 times instead of 6? What if 2 times instead of 3, you put that $5 here and you allowed it to truly change someone's life and potentially their entire family tree. Like I'm big enough to think that way. And so, man, thanks for hanging. Again, my name is Mark McMinn. This is Red Barn Atlanta, and hope to talk with you soon. See ya.